This is the engine. This is 50% complete of the engine. This is mainly the gearbox and the crankshaft. Now you have to understand what a gearbox is, right? That's the magneto. That's for the timing. Right. This thing right here, well, I can't spin it because it's on neutral. Even if it wasn't on neutral, my bare hand can't spin it. Okay, here's what you don't understand. The shafts does not turn the wheel by themselves. This thing right here turns a shaft, that specific gear, right? Now on some bike, this is around 100 something force pound, but on this specific Chinese bike, that torque, this one and that one, they're the same force, right? So this is 56 Newton meter. Yeah, 56 Newton meter, and so is this. Now here, right here, you have to put this washer in there so this could stay in between, otherwise this pin is gonna fall. And this follows up by an oil see-through. Don't worry about this damage. That's when I was removing the case with my crankcase opener. So this spins the clutch, right? The clutch adds the weight. That's why when you have more plates, it's better. The factory sent it with 6 plate. I upgraded with 7 plate. You see how this moved back and forth? This is what happened. This is always spinning. Irregardless, it's always spinning. Now, when this one, when you press the, see this? When it's spinning, it's actually more controllable to press the clutch lever. And once the engine starts spinning, everything starts aligning by itself. Right now, it's unaligned. So you got here the clutch, right? The clutch is spinning. The weight, the force of this, I remember when I showed you the groove from before, the pattern mark, it forces to stay on the pattern. So when you push the clutch, you allow the pattern to easily move left and right. So this would be where you move the pattern with, right? So you move it from 1, 2, 3. But the rotation of the engine does not change. The only thing that changes is the gears when they're touching each other and the amount of force that they're pushing. So that's why you push this to release it. And then this one moves the rotation. And now this one right here connects to that because that's the crankshaft, right? And the crankshaft is the piston. The piston is firing up. So this is the main thing that's working the engine, not this one. This is just to work the wheel. In fact, if I want, I could install a crankshaft without needing to install the clutch. The engine can still work. It's just that it's not gonna run, as in, you know, be doing 25 miles per hour. It's just gonna stay there, but warming up and firing properly, which is how the bike was when it breaks down, because the shaft, the counter shaft broke and it couldn't move anymore. This side is the intake, and this side is the exhaust. This only applies if you are rebuilding the engine. If you're not rebuilding the engine, then you don't even need to listen to what I'm trying to say here. Now, you see this? You see how the screw is on the top? Right? See there's a mark here? You see this here? This top dead center. Compression stroke. This might be the left side compression stroke because this is down. What you want to start with the right side. Supposed to see a T here. Working on that engine is a challenge. Okay, so you got the F. The F or the T does not matter, but you want to be on the T. The T is the main guy. This doesn't move that much. Slightly a little bit. Yeah, you can see. This is your mark. All right. So that's for the right side. So we're gonna do it on the left side, right? No, that's for the left side because this is down. So we're gonna do it on the right side. This turns by counterclockwise. The reason how you can tell if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, because you find the other mark first, and then you find F, and then the last one is T. T stands for timing. See F. T. Getting good at this shit. This is up. This is down. So now this is top dead compression stroke on the right side or on the second side. Okay, when you're installing these rocker arms, right, the JONWAY is facing you. This single bolt is the exhaust side. The two bolts here are the intake side. So that round thing here, right, is going this side. Okay, the engine timing is finished. The Chinese is different. They have the right conversion, but theirs is different. So they say it's 0.002 milliliter. You see 0.003, that's in inches, but when you convert it to millimeter, that's 0.007. I mean, that's 0.008. The closest I've got to it, see, 0.05 to 0.07. So when you look at this, so 0.113, takes me a while to know. See, 0.08 millimeter, 0.07 millimeter. On the US filler gauge, there is no 0.07. it goes by 0.008 and 0.08 and 0.10. So I mean, that's when you're going up. When you go down, it goes to 0.02 something, but that is not 0.07. I don't want to make it at 0.002. To me, it's too weak. So that may be in China. So I'm gonna change it. It doesn't hurt the engine. Here is the thing here. Right now it's on the second part, right? You hear it? The thing is, there is no, it's the same mark on the flywheel. So you just have to feel which is which. Because once it's on that compression stroke, this one stops. The piston goes at the top. Both piston goes at the top at the same time. There is no such thing as one goes on top and one stays at the bottom. So they both goes up at the top at the same time. The only thing that changes the rotation of who fires or not is a camshaft, because it's got two down, and when the two down on that side, the other side goes two up. Right? So got here. That's a T mark. See it? That's a T mark. So that's top dead center compression stroke. And as for this guy, that's the right side. Now when you look at it with the filler gauge, I made mine at 0.003 for the intake because this is fuel injected. It's not carbureted. See that? That's a 0.003. And then when you're trying to see if it's 0.004, that's the next size up, right? It don't fit. Now for the exhaust, I made mine at 0.005 because the exhaust is always bigger. See that? And when you double checking with 0.06, it doesn't work. It does not work. So this side is vibrating, this side is not. So when you turn this, remember, counterclockwise, watch it. You can feel it. You can feel it strong right here. And you can feel it also. It's getting a little weaker. That's the F. That's the T. That's where you want to be. Right? Now this one is moving. And this one is not moving. And if you want to double check, 0.03 for my intake right here works. And if I want to check to see if the gap is a little bit wider, so that's 0.04. That's the gauge for 0.04. doesn't work. I'm checking my exhaust. I set the exhaust at 0.05. It works. Then I'm checking to see if the gap is wider, 0.006. That's not supposed to happen. I gotta do this over again, but you get the idea. Alright folks, we're looking at here the messed up warehouse of China Motorsport. I'm not even gonna put in details where this engine is built, but there were no mess on the floor, and you know, every parts were cleaned before installation. And the way I clean it is with acetone right here and cam dip. So first is cam dip, then water, and then when I'm installing it, I clean it with acetone. Acetone on metal actually cleans out all oil residue and make it fresh. Now, because I built this engine, I apply the same technique as big manufacturers such as Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha. So these are my inspection marks. That means I checked that the torque spec was done. It wasn't done after the clearance. The torque spec was done before the clearance, and then I did the clearance, and then I put the mark after. So here is my black piece, my black marker that indicates the top dead center of the first rocker set. The first one being on the left facing the exhaust, the second one being on the right facing the exhaust. So that means this side moves, right, while this side is compressed. So this is the compression stroke and this is the exhaust stroke. How's that?